Welcome to Smashie Reviews. I'm Smashie and this is the Crazies. On February 26, 2010, The Crazies was released as a remake of the 1973 classic written and directed by George A. Romero, who also served as an executive producer for this film. This movie was directed by Breck Eisner and stars Timothy Oliphant, Radha Mitchell, Joe Anderson, and Danielle Panabaker. Fuck, the synopsis. Where's my phone? The synopsis is as follows. Anarchy reigns when an unknown toxin turns the peaceful citizens of Oakden Marsh into bloodthirsty lunatics. In an effort to contain the spread of the infection, authorities blockade the town and use deadly force to keep anyone from getting in or out. Now trapped among killers, Sheriff Dutton and his wife, him and his wife, Judy. If I can remember correctly, I think her name was Judy. And two companions must band together to find a way out before madness and death overtake them. So there's that. Through and through, the plot was very good. Kind of the same storyline from the original, aside from the town's name change and the fact that there was no guy coming in to create or find a cure. Basically, I think plot-wise, this was a slight darker retelling of, the original story, but honestly, there was nothing wrong with that. Throughout the movie, we follow Sheriff David, his wife Judy, I was right, the sheriff's deputy Russell, and Becca as they try to get out of the town and go somewhere that is safe. Now, I have nothing much to say about the plot, just some things that caught my eye. One, the Trixie virus, which was the name of the virus, getting explained, and I mean what it does and how it arrived. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and give you a run through. Basically, what the Trixie virus does is it turns people who are infected by it into bloodthirsty, raving lunatics. So kind of like zombies, but minus the munching. More or less, chop, 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 ha ha ha. Just basically makes you go fucking psycho. I thought that was very good because that did not leave. They didn't leave any mystery regarding the Trixie virus, which was, like I said, which is good, which I think in most films like that involve a virus, you have to have a reason things are going wrong, why the reason went wrong, and what the fuck happened to cause that reason. Am I right or am I wrong? Walking Dead, you still got some damn explaining to do. What the hell is... Now, two, and honestly, this pissed me off the most, because after the car wash fight and Becca dies, rest in peace, they get out of the car to help Becca down just in case she was alive because she was hung. This made me mad because after they got out of the car, it just kept rolling on, and it was like, I don't know, if they had made sure it was fully stopped right toward the end of the car wash, then it probably wouldn't have gotten blown up. And finally, three. The ending. Judy and David, they were the only ones that made it out, and they were going into Cedar Rapids, but little do they know that the military is watching their asses, because of them going into Cedar Rapids, that the same shit that happened in Ogden Marsh, it's gonna happen in Cedar Rapids. So, that's what's happening. So yeah, it was an interesting movie and had, I think, a pretty good ending. Being set in a farming town, there was some pretty decent farming locations. Like, I loved some of the farm locations, some of the, farm buildings that they had, the barns and the regular houses. I liked that. That was actually my kind of, I'd rather live in a place like that rather than in a city, I'm gonna tell you that right now. The set they used for the car wash attack was pretty cool, not because of how it looked, but just, it was a car wash, but it's just because of the scene that took place. They made the scene itself was fucking awesome. Now, since there was nothing special about wardrobe, or clothing, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to talk about the makeup for the Crazies, the crazy people. I really liked how they had like a zombified look to them. The way they just did like the veins, kind of like, you ever see the like poofy, like bulging veins that look like they're about to bust? Yeah, that's basically what they had like on their face and around one of them, and I might pop up a picture right here, had like yellow and red like discoloration in their eyes, and it was just awesome. I think the makeup was amazing. It's a fair amount of gore. It was very, well, let's say, like, blood, it was like guts, just mostly blood. You know, when someone got killed by, like, crazy, then, which was a little bit of blood. It was pretty dull, but I didn't think much of it. I did not think much of the acting. But Timothy was, I think, really good in this, and so great acting from him. You know, even the actors who like portrayed the Crazies and everything, like, of course, overall, the actors did their job. They did what they were supposed to do. But really, the people that were cast, like, for the Crazies, I think they, shout out to them as well. Yeah, the dialogue was straightforward. How much time do I have? Damn, 7 minutes. Yeah, the dialogue was just straightforward. Very straightforward. Things were explained in full, so there was no question involving, you know, the Trixie virus or where it came from. Like, as far as the dialogue goes, I can't really say much about it, but I will say that the story was told in a way that I imagine it was supposed to be told, so props. Composed by Mark Isham. It's very eerie and very suspenseful, while also somewhat being, like, light, but mainly just suspenseful and eerie. Great build-up in some of the composed songs, and I think really played into what, you know, the scene was about and what was going on and what was, you know, happening and all that. I think I mentioned this before, but I personally believe that a scene is what it is in a film or a TV show because of the music that was composed for it, because the music that's in the background that's in it that was actually composed and not a literal song by an actual artist. If the music isn't good or is absent, the scene will not be that great. That's my opinion. Now, I'm not saying every single scene has to have a composed score for it or music in general, but I do believe that if you don't have some sort of ambience or slight build-up, it'll be kind of dull, but that's where this movie did not fail. You know, Mark, who composed for a bunch of films, including Blade, The Mist, The Conjuring, which were all my faves, did a superb job on composing the music for this film, so yeah. In my opinion, this one was way better than the original. And I hardly say that about remakes and reboots. It's a definite recommend. If you have not seen it, it's been out since, what, 2010? It's been 10 years since it's been released. If you haven't seen it by then, you're missing out. You really should watch it. I really liked it, and honestly, it's something I could watch again. Welcome to the end! I hope you liked this video and my opinions. Thank you for watching and being patient as always. Leave a like and a comment telling me what you thought of the movie if you have seen it. I would love to hear your opinions. Don't forget to subscribe and follow our social media. Take a look down there and subscribe and follow. I'm so tired. Up next, I will be reviewing The Craft in honor of The Craft Legacy coming out tomorrow. I'm kind of not excited for it, but at the same time I am. Mixed feelings, because The Craft is one of my favorite movies, but I'll go into that in the next video. You guys have a good one.